go with record. And then I'm going to make sure everyone is muted, but you will have a chance to type in if you have any questions or to unmute yourself if you have any questions. So I want to start with just a couple of minutes telling you what mindful moments is, just in case you didn't look at the landing page or you're still not sure. And then we will do a mindful moments practice. So mindful moments, excuse me, it is a kind of meditation technique. So it's really doing things that bring our awareness into the present moment. So we can think of meditation as kind of being in the moment, whereas contemplation is like when we have something specific that we're contemplating on. So maybe a question in our life that we want to set with a little bit. We want to specifically set with that question and kind of go through the pros and cons, that sort of thing. That is contemplation. But meditation or mindfulness is kind of a type of meditation. It's using some techniques to be in the moment and just kind of notice what's there. Now, our mind is going to wander. Our mind is programmed to wander. I heard something today, just like it is physically impossible to make the heart stop, though there are, very well-studied meditators that can slow down their heart rate, and we all can to kind of a certain extent with using meditation. But we can't say, oh, I want my heart to stop, and it stops. And our thoughts are kind of that same way. We're not going to just say, oh, I want my thoughts to stop, and they're going to stop, right? So these are some practices that are going to help us kind of slow down that monkey mind, slow down that chitta vritti, slow down all of those subconscious thoughts that just bombard us all day long, so that we can be a little more aware, a little more in the present moment. So in this mindful moment session, you are going to get 8 techniques. I'll be bringing you 4. Steph will be bringing you 4. We will meet live Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting November the 2nd is a Tuesday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, we will meet at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And on Sundays, we will meet at 10:15. Make sure I'm telling you the correct time there. 10:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays. So if you cannot make a live session, no worries. We are going to record everything and we send it out to you just as soon as we can get it, uploaded to our private Facebook. You're going to get that link. And it's also yours to keep forever. So as long as you keep the links, then you're going to have that video for forever. We'll send out an email with each session. We'll send out a Saturday email kind of with a summary. And then at the very end, we'll send out an email once again with all the links from the 8 sessions. So you'll have, them all in one place. We have a private Facebook group where we can interact and ask questions. We will have 2 question and answer sessions in our 3 weeks. So if you want to kind of come in live and ask a little more detailed questions, we'll have that for you as well. So that's just some general information what mindful moments is about. So before we kind of come into our practice, I want to give you a couple of minutes. If anybody has a question that you would like to type in the chat or unmute yourself and ask, just know if you do unmute yourself and ask, you will be on the recording, which I am 100% okay with, but I want you to know that you will be recorded if you ask the question out loud. So I'm just going to take about a minute, of silence here to give you a chance to ask. And if you don't have any questions, no worries, right? You're not required to ask any questions, but I want to give you a minute to think about any questions that you may have. Just kind of looking to see if it looks like anyone's typing. Many of you have your video off, so I'll give it a few more seconds just in case someone's typing a question. Nice. All right. So everybody's feeling pretty good about what mindful moments is. And of course, we have a lot of information for you on the landing page as well. And you can reach out to Steph or I at any time with any questions that you might have. Well, then without further ado, right, let's practice. Let's do a mindful moments practice here. So I'm going to invite you, take a minute and just work your way into a comfortable seated position. The practice that we're going to go through today is a body scan with titration and pendulation to kind of help ease any physical pain and or emotional pain. So as you take a moment, you're welcome to lay down as well. So set or lay down, whatever feels most comfortable to you. Just first take a moment to just kind of notice your breath. You can think the words inhale and exhale. If you don't feel comfortable with your eyes closed, you're welcome to leave them open. But I invite you to maybe gaze down so you're not overly stimulated with anything visual going on. Invite your awareness into the time and space that you're in. And take a few more breaths. So we always start our mindfulness, our meditation, just a little bit of breath awareness. I invite you here to begin to just start to scan through your body. Just looking for or noticing any areas where you might feel a little uncomfortable, maybe a lot uncomfortable, little or lot. So noticing for your head, your neck, and then seeing how you feel physically. Seeing if you feel like you're holding on to anything, any kind of brain fogginess maybe as well. Just noticing what's there. Your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers. Your torso, your chest, your abdominal area, down the back, between the shoulder blades, the lower back, your glutes, your thighs, your knees, calves, shins, ankles, and feet. Sitting with what you notice for a moment. Any physical sensations, any tightness in the chest or butterflies in the stomach. Checking in to see if there's any feelings of antsiness, like maybe you had a little too much caffeine, right? And it might not be related to caffeine, just kind of that feeling perhaps. Or maybe you notice that your mind is really busy and it's having a hard time slowing down. There is absolutely no right or wrong to what you're noticing here. It is simply that, noticing. And then I invite you to notice within the body anywhere you feel very at ease. You don't feel any physical sensation. So as you kind of scan through again, this time looking for areas that you wouldn't notice except that you're being asked to notice. Or if you feel very relaxed and calm, right? Notice that. Notice that which brings you comfort, physical comfort, maybe a sense of calm in the chest, right? Or a sense of warmth from love in the heart. And then I invite you to allow your awareness to shift back and forth between the two. So you can notice the area that feels a little uncomfortable, whether it's physical or emotional, mental. And then allow yourself to shift to the area of ease, that area that we tend to not notice because we're usually drawn to the bigger sensations, the discomfort, the dis-ease. And as you shift back and forth, realize that we can hold on to both. There can be a space for both. We can find ease within the midst of dis-ease. And we can choose where to focus our energy, our awareness. So with that, can you begin to bring your awareness more into the space of ease? And maybe your ease is your breath. Maybe your ease is your big toe, your pinky finger. But can you hold on to that awareness of the ease? And if the mind pulls you back to the place of unease, it's okay. Simply acknowledge it. And consciously bring your awareness back to the place of ease. You may go back and forth many times. You may find you're able to hold the area of ease. There's no right or wrong. It's all a practice. But each time you keep returning to the area of ease. And notice what happens the more you bring your focus back to the ease. As we choose over and over to come back to the place that feels calm, easy, relaxed, we strengthen those neural pathways. And it becomes easier to return there. The same way we strengthen a bicep muscle by repetition, we strengthen our mental health with repetition, with practice, with focus. Invite you back to your breath. Notice your inhale. Notice your exhale. Notice your body as a whole. Noticing how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally now. And bring a gentle movement into your fingers. Perhaps bringing the palms of the hands together, lifting your thumbs to your heart. Taking a moment, self-thankfulness, gratitude. Thanking your mind and your body. And thank you for joining me. The love and light in me honors the love and light in each of you. Namaste, my friends. So I will quietly log you out so that if you would like to sit with this a bit longer, you can. And I'll send you a message, Lorraine, so that I can just log out quietly from here. Namaste, friends.